Just heard the moon is working in your favor. So the full moon is working in your favor. You could be awakening to the fact that you are a moon goddess, a sun goddess, sun and the moon, something like that. The moon always is going to represent the balancing out of the waters emotionally, mastering your emotions under the full moon. This is how it's working to your favor. Because there is a shadow side of the moon that oftentimes creates illusions of scrambled frequencies. And sometimes the people that aren't aware of their shadow side or the way that the moon works by way of ebb and flow, they can sometimes get distracted or feel like displaced or confused or fragmented, right? Which is why a lot of dark people like to use that dense energy with the moon. But now that a lot of you are mastering retrograde full moon cycles, they can't do that no more. It's kind of outdated. You kind of know when it's happening and you know what to do with the energy when it seems fragmented. Seems is the key word. That too is an illusion. So something about you mastering your emotions, something about the water. When it's a full moon, it affects the tides of the water by way of ebb and flow. One should always go with the flow of water as opposed to going against the currents, going against the grain. And then you have to incorporate the wind direction. Something about taking caution to the wind, being mindful of what you speak, for the words that you speak are spirit. That's what I just heard. Welcome to Spiritual Court TV. Come on in. If you're new, welcome. If you're returning back, welcome back. Somebody's planning on paying for spell work, okay? So let's get this out of the way. Knock this out of the box ahead of time. This is a projection. Big shout out to the spirit realm that is allowing us to channel the truth by way of the outcome. Why do we say the true outcome? Because somebody wants a certain outcome. They're paying for spell work, okay? So they want something to happen. But what they can't see is that whatever they're wanting to happen is already under judgment, and the outcome that they're hoping for won't happen because they're not in alignment. Whatever they're doing, they're not supposed to be doing it. So there's only one true outcome, and that's judgment. That's what Spirit said. And this is ahead of time. What are we like, 10, 11 days? I think 11 days before the full moon or something like that. 8 days. Yeah, look. Somebody was preparing 6 days prior to the full moon, 3 days after something was supposed to happen. This has already been casted out into the Five of Pentacles. It's desolate. Wow. Thank you, angels. What's going on with this full moon? I can't make this up. Something about Pluto's alignment, something about death, something about the Grim Reaper. This could be death magic, endings, poverty spells, whatever somebody was planning, it has already backfired. Clarify the moon is working in collective's favor. Page of Cups energy, Pisces energy. Okay. So something about the dream state, something about creating illusions, y'all. False illusions of regret, sympathy, empathy. It's a trick of the enemy to get you to lend your energy, lend an ear to something that's not sincere. Okay. These people know what they're doing and they're being held accountable. Okay. You got the full moon coming out by way of the Chariot. So emotionally, you are moving forward, going with the flow by way of the Chariot, Cancerian energy. Cancerian energy, the part of the body is the breastplate. Okay. The protecting of your heart, the chest protects the heart, the breast protect the heart. This also represents mother's milk, Mother Mary, Divine Mother, the chest, the breast, nurturing. That's what I just heard. Cancerian energy. So everybody's tapping into that energy. Mothering energy. Yeah, this is like, look, I can't make this up, y'all. Before the full moon, 3 days before the full moon, the towers are going to start and they're not going to stop. You got death, tower, heavy Scorpio energy, okay? With the world, endings. What's coming up on the full moon? How is it going to work in collective's favor? Well, literally, y'all, it's almost like whoever you are, I mean, I'm going to include myself. We're going to be glad to see these people go. And that's so unfortunate because that means that they just did not want to stay out of our energy. The universe is saying there's no other way. We just have to eliminate them. Now, this tower could come in the form of many different ways. I just heard the universe say, I got a handle on it. The way these towers, endings, the world, the way these cycles are being ended, the way this karma is being dealt out, is something that's being distributed by something higher than us. So we've surrendered it to that higher power. Yeah, they know what to do. We don't need to predict and or determine what the outcome is because the ascended masters, the highest realm is taking this order. This is coming from the high table. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Thank you, Holy Spirit. I can't make this up. This is coming from the high table. There's a celebration in the ethers and other realms. Supernatural beings are rooting you on. They're here to help you. Okay? These are angels, fairy gods, angel gods, water gods, all kinds of good stuff. The emperor energy, something about being the head of your household. When I think of emperor, I think of caretaker. I think of Ten of Cups family, family man, taking care of business, something about leading your bloodline with the chariot. The chariot also represents balance between dark and light and having a victory by way of not being in a, how do you say, unstable energy, right? It's balanced, it's equilibrium. Thank you, Spirit. Balancing the light and the dark, the chariot, the pillars of light and dark. That's what I just heard. Okay, come through, Holy Spirit. Use me as a vessel. You got strength here. Some of you did something to call all your power back. I mean, all your power, all your power. You're standing in a very powerful stance. Notice the way Leo energy comes out. That rules the heart. And then you got that Cancerian energy. That's the breast. That's the chest that covers the heart. So something about nurturing and balancing out the heart. With the Ten of Cups, that's your water energy. That's your emotions. That's your flow. And then you got the Emperor energy. Something about your crown chakra, Emperor. Aries energy rules the crown, the head. That is the part of the body. You got Tower and Death. Sexual energy, balance energy, equilibrium with the scales and justice and Libran energy. Wow. You could be seeing 1111. Thank you, Holy Spirit. You could be seeing 1010 because something is about transferring wealth right now. It's not even about transferring wealth, y'all. I feel like these people wanted to transfer our wealth to them. This is really just about being in alignment and getting what belongs to you. Because in order for something to be transferred, it's almost like giving these people credit saying that they took something from us and now they need to transfer it back. No, they were under an illusion. The tower represents the shattering of an illusion. They never had our power. They never had our destinies. They never had the power to stop us. That was an illusion. But with the tower, it doesn't leave room for anything to be false. Like if you couldn't see before, if you needed truth and clarity, oh, you're going to see. You're going to see exactly what you need to see. There's no transfer of wealth. This is us being in alignment for wealth. We're exactly where we need to be. Queen of Pentacles, reaching for the pentacle that could never have been transferred to anybody. Yeah, justice has to balance this out. Mayat is strong right now. Oh my goodness. I just said the shattering of the fragmented frequencies, the illusions, the head games, okay? The Seven of Cups in the reverse. Mastering the emotions, the King of Cups energy, Cancerian energy, Piscean energy. Piscean energy, when you use it correctly, you can really visualize some very beautiful things. It's very whimsical and watch it come into physical manifestation. But that heart chakra has to be surrendered to the universe. And then you have nurturing, self-care, Ten of Cups of your bloodline, taking good care of your bloodline, leading your bloodline. Emperor represents leadership. Yeah, Five of Pentacles with the moon, leaving people out in the cold. What's going to happen around the full moon and how it's working to collect its benefit? You got a lot of people that are hiding the fact that they're having towers. You got a lot of people hiding the fact that that backfire ain't no joke. With the Seven of Swords, they think that they're hiding the fact that I guess they're in poverty or they've lost a lot of money, time, sleep, essence, energy, whatever. These people are losing and they're hiding that. Clarify the full moon. What's the Seven of Swords? What's hidden? Yeah, I can't make this up. The Ace of Swords in the reverse. They're hiding the truth. They're hiding the lies. Ace of Swords in the reverse is like hiding the fact that these people lost. So they could be painting illusions, but with the Seven of Cups in the reverse, there's no veil, y'all. There's nothing that anybody can tell you that you cannot see the truth about. So why lie? What is this about? What is the illusion about? The fragmented, whatever this is, has already subsided. There's nothing to hide behind. There's no smoke signals. And you still got a group of people with the Seven of Swords that are hiding the fact that they've lost. Clarify the Ace of Swords in the reverse. These are people hiding the fact that they're lying. Look, the Nine of Swords, because the truth is being spoken. So what are they going to try to do? They're going to try to hide the fact that fair judgment and justice is here working on behalf of the divine collective. This is their next attempt, is to create an illusion. There's about to be more rage baiting, so get ready. You're going to see a lot of people name dropping and tagging people again. This is their time. They do it at the same time every month. With the Knight of Swords, swords is conversation, talking, okay? With the Ace of Swords in the reverse. Now, what is the test? Can you see through the illusion? Can you see through the lie with the Ace of Swords in the reverse? These are liars. Seven of Swords is sneaky, deceptive, hiding the truth, presenting the truth as a lie with the Knight of Swords energy, but the Seven of Cups is in the reverse. So something supernatural has already made something transparent. There's nothing that anybody can change when it comes to this justice. What are they trying to hide? The fact that the collective is getting judgment, fair judgment, and justice in all situations. This is what they don't want people to know. Because if people knew that we were celebrating, that we have healed, transmuted, and overcome whatever these people sent us, it's going to make them look away. And what it's going to do is create more towers for them, and they hate that. The Four of Wands, what is their plan? To create chaos or confusion around our celebrations of balance and justice. I can't make this up. The fact that we've been separated and or divided from these people, they're not on our timeline with the Three of Wands. We've moved forward. I can't make this up. We've moved forward. I was about to say four. We moved four. We moved forward. We moved forward. The Ace of Cups. We're moving for the Ace of Cups. I know that's right. New beginnings. Okay. Full moon is working in your favor. Ace of Swords in the reverse. I can't make this up. You got the Queen of Cups. Somebody does not want somebody to know. Like, these people are so angry that people see the truth. But with the Ace of Swords in the reverse, they're still committed to the lie with the Seven of Swords. So you're going to see a lot of spazzing out, a lot of rage baiting, a lot of, trying to act like they're cool, but they can't keep it together. No composure, no this. A lot of people heavy into their shadows, trying to project that energy away from them. But they're going to have to sit in it with the Three of Swords. That's what's going to be the heartbreaking situation, is that nobody's going to believe them because they know that what they're saying is a lie. They don't even believe what they're saying at this point with the Three of Swords and the Seven of Cups. It's like separating the illusions and getting to the root, only to find out these people were lying. What were they lying about? Stuff that they did. Yeah, these are people that thought that they were close in your circle. Three of Cups in the reverse. They celebrated too soon. They thought they had a win. All I do is win, 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 no matter what. Every time I look at a bum karmic, they look stuck and they stay there and they stay there and we don't care. Yeah, we don't care. And you stay there looking like this. We don't give a damn about the devil, man. I saw this before it came out. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Crystal clear eyes of Christ consciousness is a gift. Give thanks. Three of Cups in the reverse with the devil, yeah, and they stay there. Every time we see these people, they want us to care about this. This is rage baiting. Clarify rage baiting coming up for the full moon. A lot of people are going to be pissed off because they're going to swear on their lives. Page of Wands, they're trying to get information. What's the Page of Wands? A lot of talking, a lot of information. Clarify. Being exposed with the moon in the reverse. I can't make this up. Full moon magic has already backfired. We're about 11 days out. Somebody did something 6 days prior. Somebody was planning to do something 3 days after. All plans by the devil. These contracts have been canceled. Collective, Nine of Pentacles, slow and steady wins the race. Nine of Pentacles is nice because it's a brick by brick energy, It's like when you're patient, you're kind, you're building something really good. You don't have to rush. You know that it's going to come into fruition. You know that it belongs to you and you're in good alignment. That good karma is a gift. That good karma is a gift. Clarify. Yeah, I can't make this up. And what are they hiding? The Five of Cups. That they're sad about the fact that they can't hide the fact that you're getting fair justice and judgment. Clarify those illusions that got shattered. What happened there? Because somebody refused to walk away. You still got somebody stubborn in this Seven of Swords, or maybe a few people. Hell, who's to say? Nobody knows. Nobody knows what that is. Nobody knows where they're at. I don't even know if they know where they're at. With the Seven of Cups in the reverse, the illusions have been eliminated. Death, the Grim Reaper, has been loose, and the Tower. And you got the Ace of Swords in the reverse, and you got the Eight of Cups in the reverse. These are people that can't move forward, or they refuse to walk away from trying to cover up the fact that you're getting fair justice. Whoever this Queen of Wands is in the reverse is probably one of the most reckless people I've ever seen. Clarify. Congratulations. You're one of the most reckless people that we've ever seen here in spiritual court. I'm sure there are others, but we're not interested. We're not on the hunt like, oh, who's the most diabolical? This person just should so happen to, not by coincidence, show up in spiritual court as a raggedy, dirty ass, bum ass, ugly ass witch. Little beauty spell wearing off, huh? Now you look like what you are, a gremlin, a gargoyle, a gremlin. That's what I just heard. An aardvark. Maybe this person is a combination of all of the above because they play with some dark ass stuff. Close the door, spirit. Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. This fool. Still heavily invested, but something's already backfired. Show me this Queen of Wands in the reverse. This could be this could be the head of a cult, is what I just heard. An occultist? Clarify what's going on with this Queen of Wands in the reverse. Knight of Wands. They're rushing to go do something, child. They don't know how to sit the hell down. Seven of Pentacles. It's a group of people. This Queen of Wands is not one person by way of singular. This is plural. There's a group of dark witches. They're just coming out in the Queen of Wands in the reverse energy because they're reckless. That's fire. That's war. It's reckless war. It's war in haste, okay? It's war without a purpose. What the hell are y'all fighting for? What are you fighting up against when nobody is interested in fighting you? That's a waste of time and energy. And we just don't feel like these people are worth the investment. So they mad because we're not giving the devil no attention. Queen of Wands in the reverse. This could be any sign, but this Wands energy represents war. This could be air sign, earth sign, karmic. It's a karmic energy. Clarify these karmic energies, Holy Spirit. I can't make it up. What I'm telling you, the full moon is about to work in our favor. This is how things end up for these people. Ten of Swords. This is how they end up, for not wanting to have a seat, for not wanting to sit down, for staying in bum ass energy. Death, the Tower, and the Ten of Swords. Somebody might think I'm passive aggressive. No, I'm not passively aggressive. I just really don't give a damn about people that think that life is a joke. They play funny ass, weird ass, demonic ass games, and now they feel entitled to show up in spiritual court, acting as if we're projecting onto them when we're simply telling the truth. Somebody's got to tell the truth. Might as well be me. Ace of Swords in the reverse, because y'all keep lying. Let's turn that Ace of Swords into upright and let us see the truth. Yeah, these people were trying to flip the narrative of that which was true and what was right. Yeah, I can't make it up. High Priestess in the building. What's good? I'm trying to tell you. Listen, you got the High Priestess energy. Intuition. They couldn't block us. They couldn't stop us. We see the truth. Trying to hide the fact that collective got trying to hide the fact that collective has a win and they have a loss. They had no reason to curse. Now they're losing on all timelines in spiritual court and in the cosmos. The sun still shines through, such as a time for right now, such as this. Something about illumination for a time such as this. This is the time. Clarify. Somebody's eating some humble pie, child. Ooh, ah, ooh. Eight of Swords. Somebody's in spiritual jail. King of Pentacles in the reverse. King of Pentacles in the reverse is somebody that's made a lot of bad investments. King of Pentacles in the reverse is reckless without a cause. They don't think. They're ungrounded. They're unstable. They just want to destroy. They're greedy. They're selfish. They do things that affect other people without thinking about the consequences. King of Pentacles in the reverse is somebody that is stuck in spiritual jail. Close this door. Thank you. And you got the Ace of Wands in the reverse. Ooh. Clarify Ace of Wands in the reverse? Yeah. Nine of Swords. It seems as though somebody's losing sleep. Collective, are you resting well? Are you getting to bed at a decent time? Of course you are. Are you listening to sound frequencies, sound alchemy in the evening when you're resting? Of course you are. Ace of Cups is peace. Why are these people being casted out? Because they tried to reach for that Ace of Wands. Somebody wanted that Ace of Wands and ended up in the Nine of Swords with the devil and the Eight of Swords. That's spiritual jail. The full moon is working in your favor. See, because when you reach for this Ace of Wands, the security system around it is no joke. It's one like what most people have never seen. But if you know, then you know. I ain't never even seen it, but I felt it. Alarms get sounded, the angels start running, war angels get loose, death angels. This comes from the creator. This is from source. This is a helping hand from the heavens. It's a war weapon. You're going to need power from on high. Thank you, creator. So somebody went to reach for your war weapon because they didn't want you to be able to fight. But when you turned your back and you already saw that this battle that somebody was trying to wage and engage you in was lost, you really didn't have anything else to give to the situation. You simply just went the opposite direction and you went towards your chariot. You got in the chariot and you kept going and you didn't look back. I just heard no rear view. You traveled, no GPS. It was only spirit that guided you. Look at the Three of Pentacles. Look at the way your angels are collaborating to get you out of what appears to be a very destructive situation. These are blind spotters. These are people that like to hit you in your blind spot. Okay? Why are these people on the Nine of Swords? What's going on? They're in the Nine of Swords. They put it all on the line. The Four of Cups in the reverse, and you didn't miss any opportunities. Okay? Four of Cups in the reverse is also just like empty energy. There's nothing in the cups. There's no more opportunities to do something different. Because Four of Cups is like there's one hand reaching out from the heavens to give you an offer. And look at the way this person is so ungrateful. A natural born ingrate. I don't want that cup. I don't like that cup. I want collective's cup. I want this cup. But this cup only comes for you doing the work. And the only person that could give this cup, and I can't even say person, I'm just using that figuratively, but the only way to get this cup is to connect directly to source. This is not just handed out in initiations and shit and rituals and graveyard. No, you can't get it that way. You have to get this direct from source. So when somebody came for that Ace of Wands, they got an Ace of Wands ass whooping with the Four of Cups. This is ungrateful energy. Now the Most High God is like, okay, you don't want to work with this cup that I'm offering you. You're ungrateful. Okay, fine. You get nothing. Four of Cups in the reverse. Now that offer is done and off the table. I just heard the busy signal. Somebody could be trying to call out to the divine and they're getting a busy signal. Nine of Swords. Yeah, listen. If you think you're lonely now, wait until the full moon. That's what I just heard. If you think you're lonely now, wait until the full moon. What else, creator? The Seven of Wands. You will continue to stand your ground, protect your energy. Listen, collective, you got this, okay? This is going to be one of the best full moons, and it's a beautiful opportunity for these new beginnings, of which it appears as though has already started. Your life is not predicated on the moon cycles per se, but you're aware of the frequency. You can manifest in the middle of anything. A lot of people were afraid to manifest in the middle of retrograde because they believe in superstitions that they don't understand. Don't sign no contracts in retrograde. Don't buy no car, don't buy no house, don't buy nothing, don't do nothing. It's like, it's all these fear tactics, all these programs. It's like, when exactly is somebody's life not predicated on a 28-day cycle as opposed to planetary alignment? But when you in alignment properly, you'll be like, oh, it's a retrograde? Oh, it's a full moon? That's what's up, man. Why? Because you stabilize your energy, full moon or not. You're in the Ace of Wands connected to source. You're in a Zen state of mind, and nothing can stop it. The Ace of Swords is your guide. This fell right on top of the High Priestess and Temperance energy. I'm trying to tell you, this is 24/7, 365. You're tempered. You're balanced. This is the message. Yeah, look, we're out of here. The Fool, Gemini energy, something's being communicated. Whatever y'all are communicating over your life, okay? You got people communicating certain things in their prayers about other people's lives, and you got people who are speaking things into their own lives and watching it manifest in a beautiful way. You got some people trying to hex you, curse you, but still hope that they get some type of blessing out of it. It don't work that way. The will is right here, okay? They got to give something up. The Five of Swords, sneaky and deceptive. War has been waged, okay? And this war will not end until every single person that keeps trying to come for collective energy, destiny swap, whatever y'all trying to do, gossiping, whatever, until every single last one of these people have been eliminated. That's what I just heard. That is the final call. I love y'all. Close these doors, please, and thank you, angels. Big shout out to the spirit realm for allowing me to channel this energy. I am eternally grateful. Thank you for the likes, the hypes, the shares, the super chats, the super hugs, the super love. I love y'all in a very super califragilistic, expialidocious way. If you know that you know, I hope you felt that. I'll see you in the next video, okay? I love y'all. Peace be with you.